I'm Eli, 32, and I just walked out of what was supposed to be a cozy weekend getaway. I'm sitting in my truck now, rain tapping the roof like a quiet applause, watching the cabin lights flicker through the trees. My girlfriend of 3 years, Naomi, 30, handed me an ultimatum disguised as a joke, and I took it seriously. We met at a community solar installation workshop in Bend. She was sharp, grounded, a field biologist studying coastal erosion. We bonded over coffee that never cooled because we kept talking. Moved in together after 2 years, first in Atoria, then near Yaquina Head Lighthouse when my renewable energy job relocated me. Things were steady, warm, until her hiking crew showed up. Naomi's tight-knit trio, Mira, 31, Lena, 29, and Tessa, 30, had been part of her life since grad school. At first, they seemed fine, outdoorsy, passionate, a little intense. But over time, their banter curdled. They'd make snide remarks about my glorified electrician job, my love for analog systems, even the way I keep my workshop organized. I let it slide because Naomi would roll her eyes afterward and whisper, "They don't get you." This weekend was meant to celebrate her big grant approval, funding to study sea level impacts on Oregon estuaries. I booked a secluded cabin near Cedar Ridge, stocked it with her favorite wine, firewood, and even surprised her with a vintage topographic map of the coast. Romantic, I thought.
Dinner started well. Wild mushroom risotto, candlelight, rain outside. Then Mira leaned back and said, "So, Eli, still playing with wires while the real climate work happens?" I smiled. Grid resilience is climate work. Microgrids kept 3 towns powered during last winter's storm. Lena snorted, "Yeah, but you're not saving ecosystems. You're just keeping lights on for people who don't care." Tessa chimed in, "Naomi's presenting at the Pacific Climate Summit next month. You going? Or too busy rewiring sheds?" I looked at Naomi. She stirred her wine, lips twitching like she was suppressing a laugh. No correction, no defense. The jabs kept coming. Does he even read scientific journals? His idea of adventure is tightening a bolt. You could have dated that oceanographer from Stanford, Naomi. He actually publishes. When Mira said, "Honestly, how do you tolerate his simplicity?" I set my fork down. "Naomi, this isn't okay." She sighed. "Eli, they're just teasing. Lighten up." Tessa smirked. "Wow, sensitive and basic." I stood. "If you can't handle my presence without mockery, I'll go." Naomi looked up, half amused. "Fine, pay your share and leave then." The room went still. I nodded. "Thanks for the choice." I walked to the kitchen, counted out $85, my half of the cabin rental, groceries, firewood, and left it on the counter. This covers me.
"Eli, sit down," Naomi said, voice sharp now. "Don't be dramatic." I grabbed my coat and keys. "Enjoy your weekend." As I stepped onto the porch, Mira laughed. "He'll be back in 20. Bet he forgot his charger." I didn't look back. In the truck, rain drumming, I exhaled for the first time in months. My phone buzzed within minutes. "Naomi, seriously? You left me with the whole bill?" "Naomi, this is embarrassing." "Naomi, come back. Now." I drove to Liam's place, my old colleague from the Montana microgrid project, now living near Newport. He let me crash without asking why. By 2 a.m., her text turned venomous. "You humiliated me. My friends think you're emotionally stunted. Venmo me $200 or I'm telling your boss you ghosted a client."
Then her friends joined. "Mira, you weaponize poverty vibes to avoid pain." Lena, "Typical tradesman move. Run when real women talk." Tessa sent a PayPal request. "Emotional labor surcharge." I blocked them all. Morning came with pounding on Liam's door. Naomi, her Subaru idling in the driveway. "Eli, I know you're in there." Liam, ever the shield,
He's not here. His truck's here. Maybe he hitched the ride. She yelled through the door, "This is cowardice. You can't just vanish because your ego got bruised." Liam made coffee. "Dude," he said, "I've been telling you for a year. Those women treat you like background noise. Remember when they called your lighthouse project quaint? Or mocked your dad's accent at Thanksgiving?"
He was right. I'd minimized it, called it just their humor. By noon, Naomi called from a blocked number. "We need to talk." "Okay, talk." "Come home. I'll tell them to back off." "After you told me to leave? I didn't think you'd actually go." "That's the problem, Naomi. You never thought I'd choose myself." She paused. "Can you at least send half the cabin fee?" "No." Silence. Then, "You're punishing me." "No, I'm protecting myself." I hung up. Later that day, a text from an unknown number. "Hey, it's Dev, Tessa's brother. She showed me the group chat. They've been roasting you for months. Said you were Naomi's charity case. I'm sorry. Also, heads up. They're planning to expose you online. Say you sabotaged Naomi's grant app. Don't engage." I secured my socials, backed up work files. The next morning, I returned to the cabin while Naomi was at a field site. Found my field radio missing, my grandfather's, restored last winter. Checked the shed, my solar battery tester, gone. My custom tool roll, vanished. Then I saw the listing on OfferUp. Vintage radio plus tools, must sell, $150 OBO. My 1972 Land Cruiser shell, the one I've been rebuilding for coastal surveys, was listed too. Rust bucket, needs everything, $1,200, worth $8K at least. I called the sheriff's non-emergency line. "Cohabitation complicates ownership," the deputy said, "but selling someone else's property is theft. Document everything." While photographing the empty tool hooks, my landlord texted, "Eli, Naomi says you abandoned the lease. Also got a noise complaint from Saturday night. Call me." I called immediately. "Mr. Chen's been fair for 2 years. I've been gone 3 days," I said, "not abandonment." She claimed you're gone for good. "I'll be back for my things, and I'd like to take over the lease solo." He hesitated. "She's caused 3 noise complaints this month. If you're stable, I'd prefer you." I moved the Land Cruiser to Liam's barn that night. When Naomi came home, I was loading my drafting table into the truck. "What are you doing?" "Securing what's mine before it ends up on Craigslist. I needed money. You left me stranded. So you stole from me." "It's our stuff." "No," I said. "It never was." Mira pulled up, rolled down her window. "Still sulking, Eli? Pay your debt and grow up." I just smiled. "My boundaries aren't sulking, they're survival." Naomi grabbed my arm. "Please, we can fix this. We could have fixed it years ago. You chose them." I drove off. Rain clearing, sky bruised, purple at the edges. She texted that night. "I see it now. They were cruel. I should have stood up for you. Can we try again?" I didn't reply. I filed a police report. Mr. Chen served Naomi a cure or quit notice. 3 noise violations, unauthorized subletting. Tessa had crashed there twice. Suddenly, she begged to be removed from the lease. Deb texted again. "Tessa and I had it out. She admitted they called you Naomi's pity project. I moved out. She's crashing on couches, broke." Lena's partner found her group text mocking his mediocre nonprofit salary. They split. Mira got written up for using work hours to organize roast sessions about colleagues. HR cut her contract. I signed a new lease on a small cottage near the lighthouse. Cheaper, quieter. My workshop fits perfectly. Last week, I ran into Dev at the hardware store. We grabbed coffee. Both of us, engineers, builders, men who believed in showing up, had been treated like placeholders by women who thought love was a downgrade. We're restoring a vintage skiff together this winter. My dad called yesterday, said my voice sounds lighter. He's right. The best revenge isn't a spectacle. It's peace. It's walking away from people who only see your hands as tools to use, not as something that built a life they never respected. And it's waking up every morning knowing you chose yourself. And the silence has never sounded so sweet.